I said, have a look, sir. So they opened the book. It's natural, inquisitiveness. So we just opened the book and started looking. So I suggested to my boss, what I'm suggesting to you, my brothers and sisters, every night. Open the index. I said, open the index. Look up the subject Moses. If it was a Christian, I said, open the subject Jesus. Look, it's the Jews. I said, open the subject Moses. So he opened Moses. Beautiful references. Then I said, look, sir, why don't you look up exactly what it has to say? You know, these are only references. So he opened somewhere, he had a look, he opened somewhere else, I'm watching them. Then he looks up to me, he says, Dad, this book is very funny. I said, what is funny about it, sir? He said, look, Dad, this book is speaking in our favor. See, but you people are all against us. So I said, it is true, sir. I said, you see, sir, the Egyptians, set hard tasks for your people. They killed your sons and kept your daughters alive. In that was also a bitter sting. Why were they keeping your daughters alive? You knew why they were keeping them alive. And they said, hard task for you, making bricks without straw and what not. They enslaved you. A free people that went there, they enslaved you. So, and you people were a people of God, believed in God. Those were all idol worshippers, the Egyptians. So God Almighty is telling us that the Egyptians have been unjust to your people. But today, sir, I said, you see, you have usurped our lands. He says, Dad, how can you say that? Palestine belongs to us. So I said, how, sir? How, sir? How does Palestine belong to you? And he knew his Bible better than many of us know our Quran. So he started quoting from the book of Genesis, chapter 17, verse 8. He quoted. He says, and I will give unto thee, Allah Bari Ta'ala speaking to Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. He said, I will give unto thee and to thy seed after thee, the land wherein thou art a stranger, the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, that's Palestine, for an everlasting possession, and I will be the God. Means I will see to it that you are protected. God Almighty promised it to us. And this is how they have programmed the Christian world. This is the promise of God to the Jews. If they go against the Jew, they are going against God. Can't you see? Like zombies. Everybody is being led like zombies into this. So my boss, in good faith, is telling me, he said, look, Palestine belongs to us. God promised it to us. So I said, excuse me, sir. You see, the Bible gives us a test. In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verses 21 and 22, we are told that, and if thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord has not spoken? Suppose this was not given by God. Suppose God didn't utter those words about giving Palestine to Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. How are we to know whether it was such a promise was made or it wasn't made? That the word Lord had not spoken. When a prophet speaketh, says the book of Deuteronomy, in the name of the Lord, in the name of God, if the thing follow not, if that thing doesn't happen, nor come to pass, that is the thing the Lord had not spoken. Because wa'adallahu haqq. If Allah makes a promise, his promise is true, must come to pass. If the thing didn't happen, then that is the promise that was not made by Allah. But the prophet had spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him. Now they believe that a prophet can speak presumptuously on his own. We believe that a prophet can't do that. He's only a mouthpiece of God. Whatever Allah Bari Ta'ala puts into his heart and mind, only that he can utter, not what he feels like. But according to the Christian Bible and the Jewish Bible, the prophets can speak, shoot it off, off the cuff, anything what they like. So I said, look, this is a test. Is it a valid test? He said, of course it's a valid test. I said, let's apply it. Let us apply to this prophecy. It's a prophecy that Ibrahim alayhi salam was going to get the whole of Palestine, Canaan, for an everlasting possession, him and his children. So I said, you see, sir, the day when Abraham died, it says in Genesis chapter 25, verses 9 and 10, and his sons, Isaac and Ishmael, buried him in a cave. Buried Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam in a cave. The field which Abraham purchased of the sons of Het. There was Abraham buried. There was Abraham buried and Sarah his wife. They were buried in the same place. What land? what he had purchased with hard cash. He got nothing for nothing. He paid for it, according to the Bible, your book. So in other words, he had nothing. And we are told that he didn't have enough land to rest his foot upon. Not 1 square foot of land he owned. What was given to him for nothing. This is what he had to buy with his sweated labor. Then in the book of Hebrews, for the Christians now, chapter 11, verse 13, this Hebrews, you know who? Again, Paul. Well, we use him. This Paul says, these all died in faith. All these prophets, were given promises. Allah, promised them the golden carrot dangled before them. He said, these all died in faith, not having received the promises. Not having received. They didn't receive it. Allah was dangling this carrot before them, like a donkey. Come, come, come. And they were being led. This is what Paul is telling us. But having seen them afar off, you see that golden carrot, donkey, far, far, you keep on going for it, they receive nothing. So I said, now, is it true, sir? Is it true that they didn't receive the promises? They got nothing. He got nothing. He was supposed to get the whole of Palestine for an everlasting possession, and he didn't own, not 1 square foot of land was given to him. Is it true? So, well, his book says so. So I said, therefore, this promise could not be of God. And the battle was over. A sincere man. Since Allah says, minhumul mu'minuna, among them there are good people, wa aktharuhumul fasiqun. The majority of them are perverted transgressors. But there are good people. He said, no, I can see the point. He's my boss.